closer to 4 feet. Rose now at 15. Rose had to try and overcome the disastrous 8th. Into 8, including 3 straight birdies. And look at this. This is out to the right, well out to the right. Looks like a good 6 yards off his target line. And that will mean he heads to the drop area. Just a close one.
And back here at the 4th, Koepka will be putting first. And Roger, above the hole, and we know here at East Lake, above the hole usually means quick.
Rapid. Yeah, this is a fast one downhill, should go to his left. And anytime you get these putts, you know, of this length, you get out 25 feet or so from the hole, I mean, and behind it, all you're looking at is pace. All you're thinking, you're picking a general line and then just trying to roll at the right speed down there so you don't leave yourself a lot left.
Well, I've always felt like on these type of putts, if you're going to err playing too much break, because then as the ball loses speed, at least it's moving toward the hole. If you underread the break and it takes off, it's going to pick up speed and it's going to miss and continue by. Yeah, easy. To the 15th.
Justin Rose, just a moment ago with a 6-iron. He had a rough time with the 8th hole, which involved water. Par 4, made a quadruple, and didn't even want to take a look at this. So he had it going. He was 4 under through the first 7 holes and has been heading backwards since. Back to 4.
All right, McIlroy. Raj, on the other hand, has the uphill putt.
Correct. This is a steep enough slope. Might have to work a little bit to get to the hole. Should go to his right on the way up there. Had Koepka move his marker from Rory's intended line.
Chance to tie the lead. Over at the 9th.
Gary Woodland with a stellar tee shot, trying to capitalize with a 2.
See just how fast this is, because can anticipate more players putting from up there. Nice birdie.
Woodland out in +1, had 3 bogeys to go along with those 2 birdies. And Casey over at the 5th. What about this lie, Bones?
He is just absolutely stunned. This is by far the worst lie I've seen all week, and I've seen a bunch of bad ones. 138, just trying to hack something towards the green.
Been a rough start for Casey. 2 bogeys already in the first 4 holes. He's now 6 back. Able to
And
chop.
that's a phenomenal shot from where he was. He literally could have hurt himself on that one.
Just chops it up, and he's on the green. Back up to 4.
Koepka for the par.
Just about 5 feet. Shouldn't have too much break-in, maybe left center.
Once again, very solid. 4 straight pars to get the round started.
3 straight missed greens and no drop shot, and then another steady par there at the 4th.
Shoffley again from the right side of a fairway, Bones.
Yeah, just pitching a 7-iron from 119. Had to keep it under a branch, but has an avenue. Boy, this could work out nicely if it starts moving a little more left to right.
Yeah, you thought Casey's shot was good.
Wow.
That's going to just go back in the back collar, but what a shot. Backs up right against the thicker stuff, so that'll be an interesting kind of lie, but all in all, Shoffley recovering. And he had to keep this one low, Zing.
Yeah, these are easy shots for tour players. You're just going to hood the face on the way down. Keep it low. Nice low finish. That's the key to being able to hit the ball low. It's to finish low. And then to guess right from there.
His only teacher has only been here at East Lake, more than 7,300 square feet. And back 450 yards away, Koepka.
He leads the field in driving distance this week, has hit some bombs averaging 320 yards, and he's going with the big stick here, straight downwind.
And slightly downhill. And it's going left.
Telling you, Roger, the deeper we get into this tournament, the tighter those fairways are going to start to look for these guys with a chance.
And the smaller the hole, the hole's going to look.
Yep.
Too.
Although Koepka's been rock solid on the greens, everybody's been missing some fairways, it seems. Now McIlroy, all pars for him as well. Thing of beauty.
Makes it look easy.
Advantage McIlroy here at 5.
Just killed up there. And so it's McIlroy and Schauffele, one back at a tie for second behind Koepka, who is in trouble at the 5th. We're going to play through from Eastlake at the Tour Championship to decide the FedEx Cup.
Out to the 9th, 6-iron for Adam Scott. And the pin is cut to the front of this difficult par 3. Scott. This one hops on. You see the wind picking up dramatically compared to what we were experiencing throughout the first 3 days. But Scott just ripping it through the wind, and that's going to have a birdie opportunity up ahead. Now at 5 for birdie, Paul Casey. You can see that grain change coming over that spine. Picking up a little speed, but not quite enough. And so it'll just be a tap in there. Now Xander Schauffele, just on that extra little step cut, and it does limit the putting stroke in terms of taking it back. It just forces you to bump it on, and that generally can take it offline. That's what's happened with Schauffele. And so he'll just mark that, try and clean things up for par. Schauffele just trying to be very patient, knowing when to strike, not trying to do too much on every hole. And Eastlake Golf Club, it really is a challenge of perseverance and patience to execute all the shots. Par here. Atlanta, Georgia, Eastlake Golf Club hosting our Tour Championship and the celebration of a FedEx Cup season coming to a close with that trophy soon to be handed to one of the big names on the first page. We'll see who ultimately it is. Justin Thomas over par today, chopping this out, coming out of the rough, and it just keeps working away from the hole location. So Thomas, mindful of just how tough it is to come out of there, but the last thing you want to do is just undercut it and leave it short. Tony Finau, big swing here. You can hear that compression on the golf ball, but that comes up short and left.
His credit today. Let's go back to the resumption of the 3rd round on the 6th hole this morning. This was a big one, and you heard Gary talking about Koepka trying to get back in position with his swing and the comfort level there, how he's feeling over the ball. Well, the par save certainly helped there. We seen him get up and down several times. Saw it on 1 and then saw the long par putt here on 3 from 35 feet. It was moving, but Koepka's been very confident on the greens as well. It's why he has maintained that one-shot lead. And here he is as we watch at the 5th. And Roger, second shot.
And 122 from the left rough. Nothing in his way. The ball sitting down in not the Bermuda rough, more the Zoysia rough. So I don't see him getting much spin on this. The hole's cut in the back part of the green on an upper plateau. And you can't fly it up on that plateau or it's going to go along. So he's going to have to land in front of it and try to release it back there, I believe.
Yeah. Like the front is online, it's like 91.
We're working on that number. And important, too, we talk about the Bermuda so much. There are patches of Zoysia in this rough. So the players have to judge that in addition to everything else.
It's left to the hole.
Just gets up enough.
It's not bad from there.
Oh, yeah. Given the distance, 122, we're so used to seeing guys knock it closer, but given out of the rough, that was judged quite well. Now McIlroy, good look at it here.
.102 left for Rory here. From the fairway, he can be more aggressive with this. Slide deeper into the green.
He's got 5 paces behind the hole, the back edge of the green.
Slides the ball down, just left to the hole. And he didn't carry it far enough. Got to be a little disappointed with that.
Wedge distance control, always one of those barometers to McIlroy and how he's playing. So as they go down to 5 green, we return to the 6th. Dan.
And this is Justin Thomas trying to get back on track. He has, after the opening bogey, all pars, and then here at the par 5-6, Thomas takes advantage of that birdie hole, gets it back to 11 under to creep back within 4. So very doable for Justin Thomas, who came into this Tour Championship in the top. An imperative to get it in the fairway to give yourself a chance at getting it on there in 2. If you go too far left, you can squeak it through the fairway. And that's what Schauffele's done.
Depend on the lie there.
Back to 9. Saw Adam Scott during the playthrough. Had a nice tee shot, so for birdie. Another 1 putt for Adam Scott. He moves to 6 under, 2 under on his round, so he's out in 2 under, 33, and back out to the final group. Rory McIlroy getting a look from the other side here at the 5th.
And I think Brooks Koepka will take a good look at this. Pretty similar lines. This ball just crept to the very top of the ridge, so he doesn't have to come across that.
Well, as you might expect, so many victories in these final few groups, 45 total in the final few pairings, but this guy has the most of anybody. 16 PGA Tour wins for Rory McIlroy, 2 more added to the total in this season, and another one, FedEx Cup in his sights.
Statistically, he's been a real brute this year, just dominated almost every category. Only 2 wins, though. It just seems like Roy's in contention every single week now.
Yeah, just 2 missed cuts. Talked about how it's been an incredibly consistent season for McIlroy.
You know, sometimes when you play with a guy like Koepka, or a guy that took you down a few weeks earlier, it can have a lingering effect. I don't know how you feel about that, Roger, but Koepka's hard to stare at when you're trying to stare him down.
I don't think he takes a look. I don't think Koepka looks at whoever's staring at him. Pretty much straight ahead.
So Koepka taps in. 5 pars in a row. And McIlroy just with a little cleanup here to stay 1 back.
And just a little bit longer than to call a cleanup to me. This is one you got to work on. We've seen some short ones missed out here.
You've got Koepka, the #1 ranked player in the world. McIlroy, #3 ranked player in the world. In the final pairing, separated by a single shot. Rory tied in there with Xander.